Guys, in this video, we're going to talk about digital real estate in a recession. What is going to happen? At least what do we think is going to happen? How is it going to affect this business model? And what are we up against? And this came about because the other day I was having a discussion with somebody who told me that they saw something on the news or something on whatever that said this recession is worse than even the Great Depression because of inflation and this and this and this. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. But naturally, no matter what business you're in, you're going to start asking yourself, like, how am I going to be affected? And what I think is so funny, this is so ironic, is no matter what industry you're in, we as humans, we have this funny thing about us where we always want to pretend it's not going to be bad for us or it's not going to affect us, right? I have friends that are in the real estate business, that are agents, that are in mortgage. And for the last year or last 2 years, as I've asked, like, what do you think is going to happen? Like, this can't be good. This can't be good. They've been so optimistic that to a fault, right? Oh, it's not going to affect us. Like, you got to realize there's a housing shortage, and there's this, and the Fed has to do this, and da. Oh, and by the way, we live in this happened to us last time, so it's not going to affect us. That we're so funny as humans, we don't want to think it's going to happen to us, and it's going to happen to us. So I want to make sure that you guys understand. I'm going to be real on this video. I'm not going to pretend that it's not going to be affected. I'm not going to pretend that it's going to be completely recession proof. I don't think there's anything that is going to be recession proof. And this is one of the points I want to make, guys. Every single business is going to be affected. But I will tell you this. I believe there are certain businesses that are going to be recession resistant, that are going to be affected a lot less than other businesses. And I truly believe that this business model, the rank and rent business model, the digital real estate business model, is one of those businesses, okay? So guys, here's what I think is going to happen. Everyone's going to be affected, and it's going to be at different times, right? The real estate agents, the builders, the mortgage guy, everyone attached to real estate has already been affected and is being affected as we speak, which is going to trickle down, right? But here's what I think is going to happen to us that are generating leads, us that are working with small business owners. It is going to put some people out of business. And I'm first talking about the actual business owners, the tree service guys, the concrete guys, the duct cleaning guys. It is going to weed out the bad business owners, and people are going to go out of business. So if you are somebody who is not taking your time and making sure you're partnered with a good company, making sure you're partnered with a good business owner, making sure you're partnered with somebody who's a savvy business owner that's hungry to grow, that's got their foot on the gas, okay? You better be worried that you're going to lose clients because they will go out of business. All the people that shouldn't be in business because they were a tree service guy or a concrete guy and they decided to go start their own business and there was so much business that they made money, you better be careful, okay? I know for a fact on the business owner side and the small business owner side, businesses are going to go out of business. So if you're not careful, if you have clients right now that come to mind as I'm saying this, I would make sure that you're looking for new partners or you're doubling down on the ones that you already have and seeing if you can grow with them, okay? The second thing you guys have to remember, businesses will always need leads. Good businesses that are in business in order to stay open, in order to keep the lights on, in order to keep growing, they are going to need more business. And in order to get more business, they're going to need more leads. And guess what? We happen to have a skill set. We happen to provide that very thing. And so what does that mean for us? It means that those of us that are good, those of us that are providing an exceptional service, those of us that are going above and beyond are going to not only stay in business, but we're going to thrive. Okay. Now, if we're somebody who's just dabbling in this business model, we have a couple of clients that are just whatever. They got some side hustle. They're an accountant or they're a whatever, this or that. And on the side, they pour concrete. On the side, they do tree service. And that's our book of business. Yeah, it's going to be rough. And there's going to be a lot of lead generators that get put out of business because of the clients that they're working with and because they're providing a crappy service, because they're providing I live in my mom's basement kind of service. And guys, you can live in your mom's basement and provide a service that does not indicate you live in your mom's basement, okay? So let's just remember that. But guys, at the end of the day, as I look at this, and I look at all the different things that I could be doing right now. I look at all the different business models that I could be doing, all the drop shipping and online, offline. I can think of no better business model than this one, right? We're providing something that people need. Now, if I could foresee what's going to happen, back in 2020 when people needed certain, what do they call it, PPP supplies and all that kind of stuff, we could have foreseen that. That would have been a phenomenal business, right? However, we saw that spiked and people made a lot of money and then it went down. And there's some businesses that are still alive. But as far as a consistent business model that is providing a service and a product that people will need, not today, not tomorrow, or not just today, not just tomorrow, not just yesterday, but next week, next month, next year, and the year after, it is leads. Businesses need leads, and the good businesses are going to have their foot on the gas. They're going to be hungry to grow. Now, if you're somebody that's providing a crappy service, or you're providing a service that's average at best, I would be terrified. I would be absolutely terrified. I don't care what business you're in, you're going to get weeded out. And likewise, if you're a business owner watching this and somehow you stumbled across this video and you're not actually, generating leads, but maybe you're trying to generate your own and you're a business owner, I would be terrified if you are somebody that's middle of the pack that doesn't have an exceptional service. You will get put out of business. The people that are doing good business are going to grow. They're going to gobble up all the other stuff. The people that are not are going to get pushed out. For those of us that are willing to put in the work, it's exciting. I'm not terrified. I'm not worried. Am I going to have to work a little harder? Am I going to work a little smarter? I have to provide a little bit better service? Abso-freaking-lutely. But I'm willing to do the work and I'm excited. I can't think of a better business model to be in. Yes, it's going to have its hiccups. Yes, there's going to be some people put out of business. But guys, we are providing what business owners need to stay alive.